All right, ladies, you want to know the one question, don't you? The one question standing in the way between you and your perfect health and fitness journey. Weight loss, strength development, how to get your eating back on track, whatever. There's one question standing between you and the exact path you actually need to take, and I stumbled across this question by accident. So last week I was at a Society of Women's Business Owners Mastermind. There was some cool women there. We had everyone from, a piano teacher to an interior design specialist to a CPA to professional writers. I mean, it was just a real cool group of women. And we were trying to come up with maybe something. It was a brainstorming session that what can I offer you ladies to help you along your journey? And they kept kind of throwing out ideas, and not to be a pain in the ass, but I kind of was. I was like, well, it depends. Well, what if someone wanted help with this? I'm like, well, it depends. And then what about this? I'm like, well, it depends. Okay. So that's when it was all right, what I do is so customized to each individual woman. It's hard for me to be like, this is what you need to do to get your dream body. But then after that brainstorming session, when I was like, I just need to go marinate a little bit. Let me go think about some of these things. It was really cool. And I really appreciate it. These really powerful, badass women started pulling me aside one by one. Hey, Hannah, can I talk to you for a second? Hey, can I ask you a couple questions? Just, I'm not so comfortable in my own skin right now. Or I don't really know where to start. What should I be doing in the gym? Or how should I be eating to actually get some of this weight off? Or just the questions started coming in. I'm like, wow, okay, let's talk. I was so excited. And then on the drive home, I was like, oh my gosh, I asked every single one of them the same question to get them started on their journey. Are you ready? Write this down. Pay attention. What are you doing now? It's all you need to answer before you can figure out where you're trying to go. Think about it. If you put in a destination into Google Maps, it calibrates from your current location. If you go to the doctor because you have a problem with something, the first thing you're filling out is your past medical history. If you go mattress shopping and you're looking for a mattress, they're like, well, tell me about your mattress now and what needs aren't being met. How do you feel? So in every avenue of our life, if we're making a grocery shopping list, we base it off what we have now and then what we're trying to acquire. But somehow when it comes to the health and fitness, weight loss, just diet culture, everything, instead of looking at what we have now, where we are now, and where we're trying to go, we're like, what should I do to lose weight? What should I be doing at the gym? What type of exercise program do I need? What should I be eating? How much should I be eating? And I'm just like, it depends on you. So I kept asking over and over again, tell me about what you're doing now. Tell me about your training regimen. Tell me about your nutrition. And if the nutrition was like, oh, I have no idea what I'm eating, I'm like, then how can we know what you need to do eating-wise if we don't know what you're doing eating-wise? You might need to eat a little less. You might need to eat some more protein. You might need to eat more food. We don't know until you know where you are right now. So on repeat, I just kept telling these women, I'm like, pay attention to where you are now. Start taking inventory of your food log. What are you eating? Are you drinking water? Figure out where you are now, and based on your current location, your current status, that's when you can plug that into the GPS and we can get you a really banging weight loss program or strength development, whatever. But we don't know how to get you there until we know where we're starting from. So that is the one question that somehow we always miss. Instead, it's just what do I need to do? What would you recommend? How can I do this? I don't know. Tell me about you now. Tell me where you are now. What are you eating now? What does your training look like now? How much water are you drinking now? How much are you sleeping now? Once you can answer those questions, you can start to develop a program tailor-made to you, your goals, and where you are trying to go. But unless you know where you are now, you'll never get a good program to get you where you're actually trying to go. So if you actually have a lot of those answers on what you're already doing right now, great. You're ahead of the game. If you are coming in wet behind the ears, wide-eyed, ready to go, take a step back, figure out where you are now, then we can talk about getting you where you want to go. So that's what I want to talk about with you guys, ladies. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, look, where you are right now, your current location, then you calibrate where you're trying to go. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments or shoot me a DM, and I promise I will answer all of them. Thanks, guys.